Let's talk about the single most powerful tool you have. Nope, it's not your phone, it's not your computer, it's your mindset. Today, we're going to break down how the way you think can literally change everything. The results you get at work, at home, well, in every part of your life.
Okay, to see what I mean, just picture this. Two different people facing the exact same challenge at work. For one person, it's a total roadblock, a dead end. They're stuck. But for the other person, it's an opportunity, a chance to figure something new out, to get creative. The problem is identical, but their internal programming, their mindset, sends them down two completely different roads.
And that right there, that gets to the heart of it. Your mindset. It's like this invisible filter you see the world through. It's not just about, thinking positive thoughts. It's way deeper. It's the core belief system that dictates your decisions, your actions, and at the end of the day, the results you actually get. So this really puts us at a crossroads, It presents a fundamental choice between two very different ways of thinking. And the cool thing is, this isn't something you're just born with. It's a path you can actively choose to walk down. The path we want to be on is the one that cultivates what's called a growth mindset. This is the core belief that your talents, your skills, your intelligence, they're not just fixed things you're stuck with. Nope, they can be developed. You can get better through dedication, through learning, through good old-fashioned hard work. It's what makes you resilient and adaptable, especially when things go wrong.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, it means when you see a challenge, you don't run from it. You lean into it because you know it's a chance to get better. It means you value the effort you're putting in, not just whether you win or lose. And maybe most importantly, when you get feedback or you have a setback, you don't see it as failure. You see it as data, valuable information you can use to improve.
Okay, so this all sounds great, right? But how do we actually build this mindset? How do we make it our default setting? Well, it all starts with that little voice inside your head, the one that's constantly narrating your day.
You can actually rewire that inner voice. And the whole process really boils down to these three simple steps. First, you've got to become aware of those negative, limiting thoughts when they pop up. Just spot them. Second, you have to challenge them. Ask yourself, is that really true? Where's the evidence? And finally, you have to consciously replace that old, unhelpful belief with a new, empowering one that actually drives you forward.
And wow, this is a perfect example of that switch in action. On the left, you have a thought like, I can't lead a team. It's a brick wall. It's a dead end. It shuts down all possibilities. But look at the right. That same thought gets totally transformed into a plan. I will learn, practice, and become an effective leader. Suddenly, there's a path forward where there wasn't one before.
The fuel for this transformation is all about deliberately practicing positive self-talk. And look, this isn't about fooling yourself or just being blindly optimistic. It's about being constructive. It's about building real confidence, calming your anxiety, and actually focusing your brain on the steps you need to take to succeed.
All right, so once you've started doing that inner work on your self-talk, it's time to apply this new mindset to the outside world. This is where the rubber really meets the road, where your new way of thinking starts to create real-world results.
You see, people with a growth mindset view obstacles completely differently. For them, they're just stepping stones. And it all boils down to the very first question that pops into their head when something goes wrong. That first question sets the tone for everything that follows.
Instead of getting stuck in the blame game or asking, why me, they ask this one simple, incredibly powerful question. What can I do about it? That question instantly shifts your brain out of problem mode and into solution mode. It makes you proactive instead of reactive. It's a total game changer. And this isn't just about playing defense when problems pop up. It's about going on offense. It's about actively seeking out challenges so you can build new skills. It means stepping outside your comfort zone on purpose, looking at things you don't know with curiosity instead of fear, and taking those huge, scary challenges and breaking them down into tiny, manageable steps.
And finally, this is so important. You can't build a powerful mindset in a vacuum. It's either being supported or sabotaged by the environment you're in and the people you spend your time with every single day.
I love this way of thinking about it. Your daily influences are like a diet for your mind. Everything you consume, the conversations you have, the stuff you read online, the people you follow, it's all mental food. The question is, are you feeding your mind for growth, or are you feeding it junk that just holds you back?
So the big takeaway here is you have to be intentional. You have to be the gatekeeper for your own mind. Make a conscious choice to spend time with people who lift you up and challenge you to be better. Consume content that actually teaches you something or motivates you. And just as importantly, create distance from the negativity that just sucks your energy and kills your progress.
Look, if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Your mindset is not a fixed trait you're born with. It's a skill. And like any skill, it's something you can practice and get better at over time. It is a choice you get to make every single day.
So, I'm going to leave you with a challenge. Not just something to think about, but something to do. What is one limiting belief that you know is holding you back? And what empowering belief are you going to choose to replace it with, starting right now?